You might not know the word EMAW, but they do in Manhattan, Kansas. It means every man a Wildcat. And inside Bill Snyder Family Stadium, virtually every man, woman, and child is a Wildcat and loves Kansas State. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Arizona will put it away to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Kansas State's offense takes the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good, he is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're going to mark this one at the 15. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. They're trying to get to him. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Offense in a bunch formation. It's a draw. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Plummer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jet sweep to the receiver. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's complete! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
The defense there has their backs against the wall. That's a great job of really just gearing down, getting some push up front, not giving away anything, and making that play in that tackle.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the screen set up. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Giddens. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Arizona's certainly had moments of success during his time in the Pac-12, but it feels as if this is an opportunity for them to elevate as they join the Big 12.
Yeah, and I look at Arizona, I look at a team that, like, you've had some moments and some flashes, and you want some more consistency, and you wonder, joining the Big 12 now, will they create some rivalries within this conference? Will they start to maximize some of that potential that they have? The Wildcats do it in basketball. Can they do it, Jesse, on the football field?
Yeah, sometimes you just need a new environment. Maybe the Big 12 provides it for them. I remember you and I calling Arizona games and always feeling like, you know, it's an air raid, up-tempo spread offense. Felt like a lot we were watching an offense from the Big 12. So I think stylistically they fit in well to this conference. Question is, can they get it done week in, week out?
Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Immediately fires to the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Arizona will try to pay off this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riley. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now?
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Arizona. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
Kansas City, 10.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for him 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to throw on third. Caught over the middle. It's Cephas. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking for the end zone. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds a man on the left. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Using the quick game. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and goal from way back there. Johnson wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
It's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. To throw, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a 3rd down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
A strike downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity, those RPOs, they can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work very well.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. Makes a man miss. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal for the offense. Wide out in motion. They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. Still down by 2. Chance to take the lead out the window. Guys, tough break there.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
RPO complete to open the drive. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run this one off right tackle. Discards a man. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Kansas State. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Offense in an empty set. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw it again. Makes the grab. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been...
Going deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Arizona comes out with another first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Off play action on first down. The sure hands, it's Conley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start.
Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. And he's running in the open. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Quarterback just has to know in that situation, bold to go. If no one's open, you're throwing it away. It's a touchdown or it's nothing. That ball needs to go into the stands.
Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arizona. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished, but this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
To the ground. He's got it again. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give, and tick, 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 tick. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit. Moves the ball up 15 yards. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a 1st and goal there. From the gun, running back on the move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Fafita. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's looking to throw it. Gets open down the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He wants to throw it again. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold it. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Kansas State.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going up top on first down. Trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And